Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of Intuitive Angling, and hope everybody's doing well, and really appreciate you guys swinging by the channel. And guys, today I got something I want to share with y'all, and it has to do with my absolute appreciation and gratitude for each and every one of you guys that support Intuitive Angling and my other YouTube channels here. And when I talk about this, I want to explain to you in today's video why I'm so grateful for you guys about some things that's happened to me, and leading up to this point where we find ourselves in the YouTube genre right now. But this is going to be just a thank you very much video, but you'll see why after I get done with it, why I'm so grateful for each and every one of you guys that support the channel. Like a lot of guys that, you watch bass fishing, that's all I wanted to do was be a pro angler my whole life. And I was able to work hard, save money, sacrifice, and do a lot of stuff, and have a long career fishing professionally. And I want to go through what leading up to this point where we are right now, because I started fishing professionally back in 1986, and from about 1986 to 2008 was sort of like the peak years of my career. That's when I was at the top of my game. And during that frame, especially like during the 90s and early 2000s, that was the best time to be a professional angler in terms of sponsorship dollars and winnings. There was more money to be won in tournaments, there was more sponsorship dollars, and I was right in the middle of that. And I was very fortunate to get on that gravy train and make a good living in the sport. And from all those years in fishing up until 2008, I was able to make a good living in bass fishing. I mean, I really was. And not just myself, a lot of people were. And what happened leading up to this again, I remember in 2007, I had just, I was getting ready to build a new house, or I was building a new house. I'd bought 145 acres up north of Joplin, digging out a 16-acre pond, building a brand new solar-powered house. And my dad came up to me, and I was, doing well in the tournaments and doing well with sponsors. And my dad came up to me one evening, I'll never forget it. He goes, because my dad, he just tells you how it is. He goes, Randy, I'm gonna tell you something right now. He goes, you better stop pissing that money away, because one of these days you're probably gonna hit a dry spell. And guys, he was right, because the dry spell that came in 2008 was one that was completely unexpected. If you guys don't remember, in 2008 when we had that stock market crash, in September of 2008 when that happened, it devastated the fishing industry. I lost every one of my sponsors except one. All my big sponsors, and a lot of people did. And over the course of the next 2008, over the course of the next 18 months, or maybe not even that long, maybe 12 or 18 months, I went through a deal where my parents got sick, my mom had a stroke, I lost my mom, lost the sponsors I had, went through a divorce the whole time. And to make a long story short, in 2010, I lost everything. I mean, literally everything I've ever won, everything I've ever earned or won in the sport was gone through a series of a lot of different stuff, some bad business decisions, bad investments, the perfect timing, as far as the timing being perfectly wrong. So anyway, to make a long story short, my entire 20-year career, everything that I've made and everything I earned, I lost it all. So starting from scratch again. So there was a period of about a year there where I'm just like spinning my wheels trying to figure out, what I was going to do and what my next move was. And I was fortunate enough to have Bridgeford Foods Corporation come on as my title sponsor in 2012. That got me, sort of back on my feet a little bit, fishing the tournaments. But throughout the course of that time, the industry was just deteriorating in terms of being able to make a lot of money through winnings or through other type of endemic sponsorships. It got tougher and tougher and tougher. And then FLW sort of went down the tubes. I was fishing the FLW tour. I turned down my Bassmaster Elite Series invitation. All this stuff, it's like anything that could go wrong went wrong. So I'm sort of contemplating over the next few years what my direction was going to be, because I was fishing the tournaments, the FLW tournaments. I was losing money. I was barely paying my bills. just really, really struggling. And everything started to turn around a little bit. And it was 2000 and yeah, 2016. I met my wife Kim. We got married. Wound up having Elijah. Got everything great with the family. And then I was still fishing the tournaments, but I was really struggling. I was fishing the tournaments, and I was also working for Bridgeford Foods as far as helping them sell. So I was traveling around the country selling for Bridgeford, fishing tournaments, and just, not getting, paying bills, but just not getting ahead. But I really wanted to fish, and I didn't know the direction that I could go into. So I remember I had a conversation with David Dudley about 2019 or something. And David had started a YouTube channel, and this was back when YouTube, it wasn't like it is right now. It was just getting started. David had started a YouTube channel really early, and he told me, he goes, yeah, I'm making about $500 a month off of YouTube, but he goes, I got to work really hard to do it, so I don't even know if it's worth it. So I got thinking, it's like, man, he's making $500 a month off a YouTube channel. That'll make a truck payment or something. So I decided I wanted to start a YouTube channel, and I thought it would help me out with sponsors. At the time I thought it was just like having a Facebook page or Instagram. It's just a way to have a presence in social media. I had no idea that there was any potential beyond that with it. So I started the YouTube channel in 2020, I think it was. I believe it was, yeah, when I first won. I had it going for about a year, and I think it took me an entire year just to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. And then in order to get monetized on YouTube, where YouTube actually starts paying you for the videos, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and you have to have 4,000 watch hours. So I got the 1,000 subscribers, but I didn't have the 4,000 watch hours. So it took me like a little over a year to finally get the 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. And I remember the first check I ever got from YouTube was $87 for my first month, like that. So fast forward, several years, all this happened about the same time COVID hit, and I was able to capitalize on that tragedy of COVID because a lot of people couldn't do anything except stay at home. So my channel just sort of exploded on YouTube during 20 and 21, and it exploded also from the fact that I don't know how to do anything with tech. I tried to use GoPro cameras. I tried to do like what everybody else was doing with music and all that, and I couldn't get it to work. I didn't know how to edit anything. I didn't know, I didn't have anyone to help me out. All I knew was to talk about fishing. So out of desperation of anything else, I just got my cell phone and I just started filming YouTube videos and giving fishing tips. And people liked it. They responded to it. My thumbnails were real basic. There was nothing fancy about them. And people liked that different approach, that sort of like that rough around the edges, which I still have, simply because I still don't know how to do. I'm still low tech, but they really responded to that low tech, YouTube videos that I do, intuitive angling. And things started taking off, and they started growing and growing and growing to the point where it grew to the point where I had no idea that it would ever get to this point. And what I want to do in this video, the whole point of this video, guys, is I want to extend a huge thank you for me and my family, because you guys, my fishing career was winding down. It was for a lot of different reasons. I was burned out on it. You get older and you don't have that competitive drive. You don't want to travel around the country. And I was really worried about it, because I had no retirement. I had no pension. There was no benefits with being a pro angler. So I didn't have any safety net. I just fell into a perfect timing where this YouTube video stuff took out. And I want to extend to you guys, I can't tell you how grateful I am for you guys, and me and my family are, for the support that you guys have shown me on this channel by watching the videos and, become channel members and using all of the links you hear me talk about in the description. I'm not getting rich, but I can pay my bills through YouTube, and thanks to you guys for supporting the channel. And I really don't know where I would be without it. I'd probably be working full-time for Bridgeford Foods, which is an awesome company. I love Bridgeford Foods is literally the greatest company on this earth. The people there are incredible. The owners are incredible. The products are incredible. I wouldn't have any problem doing that, but I wouldn't be able to be involved with fishing like I am right now. And the thing that is so satisfying about doing these YouTube videos is it gives me a chance to give something back that I have learned in the sport, because I've got over 50 years of fishing experience that I'm giving you guys everything I've learned. I'm sharing with you guys everything I know about bass fishing. I'm slowly putting it out there on the table. It's going to take me years and years and years to get through it because I've got 50 years of experience. But being able to have that creative outlet of YouTube where I can make videos, which I love doing. I really enjoy making YouTube videos to teach you guys how to fish. I'm just freaking humbled, man. I'm telling you guys, I'm just so thankful for each and every one of you, because one of the greatest things that I ever experience is about any time I go to the lake, to a tournament, or if I'm fun fishing or filming videos or doing on the water lessons, I got people coming up to me and saying, man, I watched your video on such and such about crankbaits and I used it and caught some fish. Or I was at a tournament last week down at Table Rock Lake, and I did this one video a couple weeks ago on this little thing I called a sperm rig, which is a little short plastic worm. And this one of the co-anglers walked past me with a bag of fish and he goes, Randy, caught them on your sperm rig here. And that just means the world to me, that I can help people catch fish. And you know, I do a lot of opinion stuff too. You guys know that I rile some feathers, but I love the sport, and it's like I talk about things that I think is going to benefit the long-term sustainability of the sport. But the main thing about this video, guys, I want to let each and every one of you guys know I do not take any one of you guys for granted that subscribe to the channel and support the channel. Even if you're just subscribed or you watch the videos and you're not a member, you don't use any of my links or anything like that, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for the support, because it's really, you guys have given me a second chance in the bass fishing life. You really have, because it's, you know, without it, you know, I would probably not be involved in the sport right now. And I wake up every morning, I wake up with a tremendous feeling of gratitude and appreciation for each and every one of you guys that support the channel. So just want to let you guys know that when you see some of my videos and you see the family on the videos, that we all really appreciate that, and just never take that for granted. So anyway, guys, hope you guys are well. We'll talk later.